we got some stuff to go over. So if you could do me the favor right now, like this video and share this video. Y'all get on in here.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Welcome everybody to the channel. I appreciate you all being here with me. If you could do me the favor, like this video, share this video out. We got some things to go over. All right. So we know that Diddy's been in the news. That's been the big thing all over the place. Even me, I've been creating videos about it, and that's not even my normal thing, but it's been fun. And we got to ask ourselves, what is this for? Why is this happening now? If they already know this, I mean, come on, the Cassie tape came out, and yeah, we should have known something was coming when they started to expose him, right? So we got to ask, what the hell is the distraction for? Is it a distraction? You know what I'm saying? What's really going on? And it's been a lot of interesting things going on in the news. You know, we covered it on Truth to Set You Free with them signing the bombs, but they also had a meeting, United Nations, all right? And it's real interesting. So we're going to get into this thing right now. Please share the video out if you didn't do it already. All right, I'm going to pull this video up. I want you guys to listen to Umar Johnson to see what he has to say about it. Oh, and by the way, Facebook, YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't believe any of the things that are going to be said in this video. All right, let me just make that very clear.
The reason they did not arrest Puffy until recently, because they could have arrested him then, is they wanted to wait and save this for a time they needed to distract the black public away from something that they didn't need us getting involved in. The reason he got arrested now is because we're 6 weeks away from the presidential election, and Black America was tearing Kamala Harris's ass up looking for presidential accountability. They were all over Kamala Harris. She couldn't answer no questions. She didn't want to do no interviews. And so the power structure said, let's get him right now. We need something we can throw at Black America. We know they're emotional. We know they care more about hip hop than anything else in their community. Okay, what can we throw Black America to get them off of Kamala Harris's back? Let's throw them Puff. And if you notice, Art, ever since Kamala decided to seek the presidential nomination when Joe Biden stepped down, every conversation in Black Twitter, Black Facebook, Black Instagram, Black TikTok, Black YouTube, everything has been about what? The presidential election. Trump, Kamala, Kamala, Trump. That's all we've been talking about until they arrested Puff. Now go on Black Twitter. Now go on Black Instagram. Now go on Black YouTube. Nobody's talking about Kamala too much no more. Everybody's worried about Puff. That's exactly what they wanted to do. Distract Black America away from the presidential election by throwing them the Puffy lynching so we can get Kamala to the finish line.
So I do not disagree. I see everybody showing up in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Australia. So yeah, that's real. I don't know if you guys are on Black Twitter, Black Instagram, any of those things. But that's real. It was all Kamala and Trump talk. And a lot of people was waking up. If you've seen all the videos coming out of people talking about the Democratic Party, talking about Kamala Harris, and it was black people, you know what I'm saying? And we was having these discussions and people was doing some research and digging. And a lot of people was waking up saying, we ain't finna vote for her. They might not have warmed up to Trump, but they definitely like, we're not going to vote for her. So here comes the distraction. But is it a distraction is the thing, right? Because check this out. I like this one. Again, Facebook, YouTube. I don't believe any of the stuff that I'm about to play right now. I don't believe none of it. It's not real. This is for entertainment purposes only.
What's happening with P. Diddy isn't the distraction, it's the point. Many people are posting how what's being talked about with Puff Daddy or P. Diddy is a distraction from Trump's second would-be assassinator. We're getting too close to finding out who the assassination attempt person was. No, that's not what it was. What's going on with P. Diddy is the point. It's the point to all of this. Gotta do something about these missing children grabbed up by perverts. Too many incidences. Fast trial. F-day penalty. No party like a P. Diddy party. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, now P. Diddy. And P. Diddy's got it all on tape. He's got, 15 years of tapes of star-studded celebrities doing unthinkable things to minors. Why is Kamala Harris surrounding herself with Hollywood when Hollywood is falling? Who was the district attorney in California during the time when all of this was happening? Because these allegations against P. Diddy and all of these other Hollywood elites, they're not new. They've been going on for years. Is it just now being brought up? Why did Danny Masterson just now get held accountable for what he did? Why is P. Diddy just now sitting in jail after 15 years of this stuff? Why is it just now that Kim Porter, who is P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, now just coming out with her book after she passed away mysteriously from pneumonia in 2018? Why just now? What's happening in Hollywood and with P. Diddy and the rest of them is not the distraction, and it is the thing that you should be talking about. Did you know that back in the 16th century, the royal elites thought that they could stay youthful by bathing in the blood of virgins? You know that here in 2024, that is a topic that is still being talked about, that is still being looked into, that is still actively being used? Did you know that there are still thousands and thousands and thousands of migrant children that are unaccounted for that just disappeared at the border? We got to do something about all these missing kids. What changed and why now? Political theater is the distraction. Everything that is going on with Hollywood and all of these people, this is the point, and this is what you need to be paying attention to, because P. Diddy is going to sing like a bird, and it's all going to fall.
All right. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only, Facebook and YouTube. We don't believe any of those things at all. That's just so far-fetched. But if it was true, if these things are true, then it would make a lot of sense why this is happening. You got to hear this brother right here. Listen to this. All right. Here's the distraction. Even if the things that are said in this video are for entertainment purposes only and not true, then, just listen to this. All right.
Cause I'm about to fuck that up. You know how they're trying to get us to focus on this whole Diddy did it situation. Well, starting yesterday and continuing into today, the UN is here siding with the Democrats to take our sovereignty. So pretty much our independence is about to be sold by the Democrats. Oh, you couldn't hear me? I said the UN is here to take our sovereignty. The Democrats is handing that shit over on a motherfucking silver platter, bro.
All right. So what is he talking about? This lady does a far better job of explaining exactly what it is that he is talking about. This is happening, right? Check this out.
That's going on right now. As a matter of fact, it's going on in New York. The United Nations is meeting. And right now, they are discussing how they will take sovereignty from all countries in the world. All countries who are members of the United Nations or who are members of the World Health Organization, who they are discussing whether you give up national sovereignty in the case of whatever they deem is like a health emergency. If this does not scare you, I can't tell you that anything else that will. We have been hearing about this new whatever order for many, many years, but let me tell you, it is right here in our faces. And right now, they're doing all of these things because they're very afraid that Donald Trump might win again. And let me tell you what Trump did. When he was president and he went to these organizations, he ended our relationship with the World Health Organization because he saw what they had planned, that they had planned to go in and create emergencies and then say, because of those emergencies that they created, that then they had the power to supersede any other country's sovereignty. They were superseding our U.S. Constitution. That is what they're meeting in New York for tomorrow, which I believe is September 23rd. If I'm not mistaken, that is what they're meeting about. If that does not scare you, that a non-government organization, and do you understand that organizations like the World Health Organization, that's basically funded by billionaires like Bill Gates, who believe in over-vaccinating people, and we know what happened with him in Africa, and if you don't know, then you can go to YouTube and find out, or you can go to X and find out, because, you know, if you're looking for something and you use Google, you know it's not going to come up. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that everyone understood what a terrible situation we're in right now. Biden, we understand, is over there doing whatever. But right now, they're pushing all of these agendas that they know are detrimental to 99% of the people in the world. If this happens, then we will not have a U.S. Constitution. You understand that you have people that no one voted for. We did not vote for anyone in the World Health Organization. And I will tell you about these organizations like this. These organizations are put together. These wealthy groups decide that they want to create an organization that's going to be over healthcare. And so that's exactly what they do. They create their own little organizations and say, guess what? We're going to be over healthcare, and we're going to be able to go and do just like they did in Australia. You know, in Australia, they went and took the kids from their homes or took them from schools and vaccinated them without their parents' consent. You know that they can do that. They also have these camps that they call it, so that if someone has whatever pandemic or plandemic they have at the time, they can go and take the people out of their homes and put them into these camps. They are meeting about that in New York City tomorrow, okay? U.S. senators, Republican senators, are opposed to it. Harris, Biden are in favor of it. They're in favor of giving up our U.S. sovereignty.
Yo, all of this stuff, everybody, especially if you're thinking about voting for Kamala Harris, you should be paying attention to this. All right. Even if you don't like Trump, you got to understand Democrats are willing to sell out this country and sell you out for their own pockets, for their own gain, so that they could stay elite and be above you. They're not going to be affected. We going to be affected. We don't got the money to go somewhere else. We don't got the money to live luxury. They do. They got that. And if they sell you out, you better leave. They're going to have that for the rest of forever. Everybody needs to pay attention to this. This is important. And I ain't heard nothing since that meeting, because it already happened. It's been a whole bunch of other stuff in the news. It's been a whole bunch of other stuff that's been talked about. I think we all need to definitely dig in and find out what the hell is going on. I've been called this out, man, before, but I want to show you, because I've never shared the clip. I want to show you this clip. All right. This is from the movie The Omega Code, Part 2. All right. This is one of my favorite movies right here. Everybody should check it out if you get the chance to. It's a really good one. All right, listen to this part of the clip. Now, the Antichrist that came into the world and set up a one world government, right? And exactly what they're talking about doing to the United States right now and taking away our sovereignty and become a part of this big one world government. This is exactly what's displayed in this clip. Check this out, you guys.
With the final terrorist stronghold destroyed, celebrations have intensified here at the historic Temple Mount in Jerusalem. as we await the inauguration of Stone Alexander as the first ever Chancellor of the United World Union. Over to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Dana. During Stone Alexander's reign, he has quite literally changed the face of the world. Using his great wealth, he has all but ended the problems of world hunger and drought, brought peace to the Middle East, and laid the groundwork for world government.
Well, there you go. See what you can accomplish if you don't have to answer to Congress.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell you. That's what they want, where you don't got to answer to Congress. We got you. We're going to do this, and it's going to be a world savior. That's what they're headed for. That's what we're headed towards. Never before have you ever heard anybody talk about, giving away their sovereignty, especially the most free country on the planet. Talking about giving away our sovereignty? What? Doing away with the Constitution, the only thing that protects the rights of the people? That's interesting. That is interesting. Let me check out these comments. It says Forbes breaking news shows full coverage videos live on all sides as well as smaller videos is here on YouTube. I appreciate you. You say, when was it? It was the 23rd, I believe. The last hope of the world. Exactly. 100%. Janice says, listening from Queensland, those camps are called wellness centers. Originally for COVID patients, was a massive expense for nothing. They still sit here costing the Australians a fortune. People wanted to use them for homeless afterwards, but it never happened. It all went quiet. What's going on, Rhonda? In Queensland, they say the wellness center would be used for police recruitment. Never surrender. 100%. Just think about this. With the invention of the United Nations, all these different powerhouses coming together, all these different leaders of the world coming together, and they talk about what to do with you. If you think this election is not important, I need you to really start reading a little bit more into what's going on in the world. All right. This is not about Kamala. We need to vote for Kamala because she's black, or we can't vote for Trump because he's a white man. And that's how they keep us divided. That's how they keep us distracted. All right. They try to make this Diddy thing a race issue. It's not a race issue. All right. We should not rally behind him because he's a black man. No, he was a part of something that was wrong. Can he be redeemed? 100%. 100%. Everybody can be redeemed. All right. I'm not judging the brother because of his past. I'm only saying it's fair what's happening right now. All right. We don't need to rally behind nobody because of their color. We need to rally behind people that are good, that wants what's best for us as a whole. Rally behind the people in your community that want the best for you. Rally behind people that have intentions that include you, that are good. All right. We need to stop with this whole racial divide, political divide, all of that. Throw it away. Throw all of that away. Right now, we got two people on the ballot that's trying to become the president of the United States. Which one of them is going to do the best for you? All right. As an American citizen, who's going to do the best for you? And once you ask that question to yourself and you start digging, what does that really mean? What is the best for me? What do I want for my life? And really, I want you to ask yourself this. Do you want to keep your freedoms? Do you want to keep your freedoms? And once you ask yourself that question, it's an easy answer on who you should be casting your ballot for. All right. But either way it goes, I hope that everybody is keeping God first in the forefront of their mind. All right. Keep God first, because I'm telling you, these people, it's vicious. And if it is that time, if we are entering into a biblical stance, where it says tribulation on the world for 7 years, if we coming into that kind of era, let me tell you, it don't matter who's going to be in there. It don't matter what, we all in for a rough time. It's written. All right. And to see all these things coming to pass, and all these wars and rumors of wars, and nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We got earthquakes in all these different places, and they talk about the climate change and all these things. Yo, I feel like we almost there, y'all. If we not there already, we are almost there. All right. So at the end of the day, regardless of politics, regardless of skin color, we need to come together under the banner of good, under the banner of God. And I know I'm probably like, Cash, really, bro, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, me. I'm telling you, man, we need to come together on a different type of level, y'all. It's getting serious out here. It's getting serious, man. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what's going on. and cast that vote, because if we ain't there yet, then we're going to need a president that's going to do the best for the people of the country, not for the best of his pockets. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. I just want to come on and share a little bit of this and let you know what I was thinking. Pray for our country. Pray for our leaders. Man, it can get ugly. I hope it don't. But if you're new here, do me the favor of liking this video and sharing this video. And don't forget to ring that bell. Follow this page. I'll keep bringing content. Hopefully you enjoy it. All right. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. All right. Peace. I'm gone.